Everyone, welcome back to episode number 5. Thanks, we took a chance glance at Jungkook's office, which is located in front of my desk. Not a word was spoken between us from the moment we got out of the car and until now. It's a good thing his line never rang, so I never had to answer any calls that I had to forward it to Jungkook. Everything alright with you too, Janet? Asked in between my classes. She was also executive assistant whose workstation is staying mine. I inventory muttered. My mind was already preoccupied. I sensed some tension. Did something happen between you two of you? She probed. Actually, a lot has happened since the morning. The thing is, I doubted anybody in this office knows I am working as a full-time butler for the jeon family. Who? What? No, nothing happened. I tried denying her suspicious, but her eyes tells me she is not buying any of it. And then explain me why your boss is freshly glanced at us. I turned around and true enough, Jungkook was staring at us. He must have been waiting for us to notice Jungkook because when our eyes met, he immediately closed his office cabin like hell. Taekook, okay, that was weird, she said. Very weird, I agreed. If he is worried about me sharing what happened this morning, Jungkook shouldn't be, since I would rather keep that story to the grave. She slumped down on the desk, resting her chin on her arms as she observed me. So you are the new guard's assistant. Is this your first job? I thought about it for a minute. Does being a butler count as an official accompaniment? I think so, I replied. You think so? She repeated. I mean, I wasn't really sure if I can treat what I did as an experience. This is not my first job working, but I think it's a more relevant experience to my degree. Yeah, I got that. I started as an unpaid intern in another company before being stuck in a dead-end job with no possibility of being promoted. And why do you say that? See, I mean, look at it. My new boss was promoted to a VP even without years of experience in the new corporate world. Hard work and contribution is no longer a factor for a career advancement, but rather your social class and heritage will be the deciding factor. The rich is getting richer while the poor remains poor, so I say. Eat the rich. Her voice got a little bit loud during the end because a handful of people emerged from their to glance at us. I sank into the chair. Floor, but my companion seems confused about her sudden outburst. Good thing her telephone rang and she was compelled to answer it. I went back to personalizing my executive calendar, which I took over from the previous year. Once done, I began sorting my generic email. After reading all the contents, most of it was corporate-wide memos, including the important appointment of Jungkook as the new VP for sales. Speaking of my boss, they will be having their closed door meeting in a while, and I am obliged to remind Jungkook of his schedule, or else I will be the blame if ever Jungkook missed it. However, the door remained closed, and I am not sure if he is open to someone entering. to his office, so I just called him. Yes, Jungkook answered the second I dialed his phone. This is just to remind you your scheduled meeting with the board of the directors later at 10 a.m. Please don't be late. You need to make a good impression. Jungkook answered sarcastically. Oh, I know that thing. No need to remind me. Just saying. Anyway, since that will be taken more than a couple of hours, I was thinking I will take my lunch too, even if the meeting is still ongoing. Fine, was the okay, thank you, and I hung up the phone. A few minutes later, Jungkook went out of the office and he didn't endorse anything to me. We just stared at each other until he went out of the view. I wish your boss was my boss. She blurted out of the blue. Oops, did I say that out loud? She giggled. And what were you saying about eating the rich? Then you can't deny the fact that he is hot. I bet he is hiding some six-pack abs underneath his suit. Oh, if she only knows. We continued to chat since I didn't have much to do, but once in a while her boss would call her through the intercom. A couple of unproductive hours later, I decided to have my lunch. I will keep my break to join me. I asked Linda, who is currently busy typing something on her computer. Thanks for the invitation, but I have to finish this first. She declined as she points to her monitor. I nodded and made my way into the corporate cafeteria. I scanned the offered menu of the day, but I decided to settle for a simple salad since the other option doesn't look appetizing at all. When I tried to compare what the others have ordered, maybe it's just me adjusting to eating fast foods again because I am just used to preparing my own lunch using the highest quality of ingredients in the John house. The last time I was eating so much garbage was when I was in college and I was conserving the monthly allowance that Mr. Jeon granted me. I took a spoonful of salad to have a taste, and I really did try to like it, but my palate isn't the same anymore. I chewed the vegetables, tasting the flavor and thinking about the thing that went wrong in preparing these dishes, but I really think the main culprit was the sauce. I scooped it again for the second time, hoping things would get better, but still very verdict remains the same. Enjoying your lunch? I almost jumped from the seat when I heard Jungkook's voice. I faked a smile as I grabbed the last bit of what they call the salad. It doesn't look like you are having the best meal right now. I didn't not react. If I will oppose him, Jungkook will not believe me. If I will agree with him, he would be an ego booster for Jungkook, because once in his life I will admit he is right. So I am going to go with the third route, which is pretending I didn't heard his question. Why are you here anyway? I asked. I am dining out. Would you like to? Whatever, it's your choice. If you wanted to finish that stale salad anyway, said Jungkook. I looked down at my plate and to Jungkook, who continued to exit the dining hall. Damn it. Drain it. I put down my fork and followed my boss. I haven't got no things to do anyway. Since once I'm done eating with that awful mixed green, I saw Jungkook leaning on the wall while grinning. Once I reached the corridor, as if Jungkook was anticipating that I would follow him. Would you let me? Nope, was his firm answer. I didn't press further because I have to respect his decision no matter how odd the arrangements is, because after all he is the boss. Same route. I sat on the passenger seat as we drive in silence. Again, thankfully the drive wasn't that long until we reached the restaurant. A doorman opened the door for me while Jungkook was giving the key to the valet. We both got out of the car and we were led inside a luxurious looking restaurant. The interior alone is intimidating for a commoner like me. A waiter assisted us in the sitting down and we were both handed a menu. What would you like to order? Jungkook asked. I opened the menu and browsed the food offering. Although it's not my first time attending a fancy dinner meeting, the pursuing of these fancy restaurants still surprise me. Like, how can a single meal cost a week of wage? What would you suggest? I ask. I am still busy reading the footnotes of every meal because everything in the menu is named too extravagant that it almost looks like same made up French words. Jungkook took over and ordered for both of us, which I'm glad Jungkook did because I wouldn't have to think about. After the waiter left, I immediately started a conversation to avoid the awkward silence. So, what's the occasion? JK what? Clarified Jungkook. We are eating in a fancy restaurant. Surely there must be a reason why you choose to dine in here. JK, does everything need to have a reason? He opposed. JK, what if I just like to try the food here? I turned my head and stared into his eyes. I don't think that's the reason. He looks away to side and started to get flustered. JK, fine, I just wanted to take you out, he muttered. I let out an involuntary, huh? JK, I mean, I'm not sure if anybody ever really supports me in the board. Everybody in the office thinks I only got the job because I am the son of the company's CEO, he followed up. Well, I almost got nervous for a second there. JK, do you also think that I am not qualified for the job? Jungkook asked me. Well, I thought about it for a moment. Life isn't fair, that's true, but the answer to the question whether you are unqualified for the job, that's where you are going to prove yourself whether you worthy of the title or not. We can only know the answer once the results are in. For now, it's too early to make a conclusion. JK, how about you? I want to know what you think. I think they are wrong. Those people never really knew you. You are smart, hardworking. I have witnessed that. You graduated to one of the most prestigious colleges with high honors. You have been exposed to the business since you were a child. Sure, you took a shortcut to the top, but unqualified? I don't think so. I responded before I took a sip of the glass of water. I hope Jungkook liked my answer. A smile formed on his face. JK, thank you. I really need that. Jungkook replied with sincerity. And just like that, I felt our reservations and tension between us evaporate. evaporated into thin air. It was like we were the same. Time escape, thanks POV. It seems like my prayers last night has been answered because today looks like it's gonna be a good day. The weather is nice and the sky looks clear. It's been raining these past few days, but I don't feel like bringing an umbrella for my trip. However, it seems like the world doesn't want me to enjoy my day off because I heard the sound of Jungkook's car approaching behind me. I looked back and didn't expect him to be this close already. He honked the car and halted it as it reached my place. I stopped it in my track and his car window went down. JK, get in? Jungkook interested. I scoffed. It's my day off, sir. I already told you that day's period. Unbelievable. If Jungkook expects me to work today, I swear I will scratch his beloved car. JK, I know I'm gonna visit her too, he replied. I was a little bit surprised that he remembered what this day means to me. I let alone knows about my route when I only started doing this when Jungkook was away studying for college. Dumbfounded, I hesitated. Opened the door and got inside the car. I just leaned my head on the front door glass and observed the trees blurring and blending as the car passed by swiftly. Jungkook kept silent and it fitted because today is about a sad event. We reached the cemetery without saying any word to each other. I was ready to instruct Jungkook on how to reach my mother's memorial, but instead I was amazed that he still remembered how to reach the area, considering that he was young when we held the ceremony. He stopped the car and I looked at him. Thanks, I said, and opened the car door. I stepped out of the car and took it towards my mother's headstone. I looked back, expecting Jungkook to follow me, but Jungkook just stayed behind, leaning on the car with his hands in his pocket. I placed the collection of flowers I picked this morning on her memorial before taking a deep breath. Hi, Mom, I greeted almost in a whisper. Every time I visit her, I would always talk about the things I rarely share with anyone. Here I am, still working for the jeons I started. Speaking of which, this time I'm not alone. Jungkook is with me. I didn't expect him to remember the direction going to your resting place, but I guess he really did care about you and me. I took a short pause and looked behind me again to check how he's doing. There, Jungkook was sitting on the car hood, over eyes met for a second before I turned my gaze on the grassy land. I just can't understand him. Sometimes Jungkook acts like he is always pissed at me for something I get this feeling that I did something wrong, but sometimes when you at least expect it, he would act sympathetic and concerned and would treat me like I am his only friend. Feeling alone more than ever, I shook my head and closed my eyes to hold my tears. That is beginning to cloud my vision. I don't know, Mom. I guess I just miss you. I look up with eyes closed and began to mentally count from 1 to 3 to distract myself. In that instant, I felt a warm hand clasp my shaking fingers. I opened my eyes only to see Jungkook gently holding my hand. Jungkook offered a soft smile as if to comfort me. Suddenly, I remember myself crying in the housekeeper of the priest is standing the final wreath. Little Jungkook sat beside me and held my hand with his eyes saying that it's gonna be alright, even though he was just a kid doing an action full of innocence. I felt better, and feeling of being alone was somehow lessened. I can't help but smile a little. Jungkook is my first friend after all. Although Jungkook didn't always show it, I appreciate the time when he would convey it to in a sincere manner, because those genuine and heartfelt moments are forever etched in my memories. We stood there with an usual language of silence, but I fully understood his message. I finished my prayers in my head and I retrieved my hand from Jungkook's cap to hold my mother's. I said to express my gratitude once we entered the car. JK, don't worry about it, he replied. So, how would you like to spend the remaining of your day off? I can drive you to your next destination. I usually spend my time going around town. You can drop me off near the farmer's market. Farmer market. Jungkook nodded. Okay, to farmer market. Because Jungkook turned on the somehow the sound of the car engine makes me miss the feeling of driving. It's been days since the last time I drove, and I'm getting itchy to put my hands there. Why wouldn't you let me drive the next time? I offered again. Jungkook smiled. JK, I think you already know the answer to the question. Yes, but I don't understand why I should be the one sitting there while you should be at the back reading a newspaper or something. JK, you are seriously thinking about driving me during your day off? Okay, how about Monday and the next is? JK, still no. He answered firmly. But why? I asked, and it sounds like I was desperate little kid asking. JK, because I like driving you to work, huh? JK, I mean, I love driving with you, with or without somebody with me. He followed up. I think I just have to accept the fact that my hands will not be on the steering wheel soon, but it's so damn boring having to sit in the car without the lack of any stimulation or activity. You could at least turn the radio on instead of letting us suffer in silence the whole time. I proposed. JK, anywhere like the radio is just a distraction. Jungkook replied. And us talking is not a distraction. JK, yes, he agreed. JK, radio content is just a glorified noise. Besides, I would rather talk with you than listen to the radio. Is Jungkook being serious right now? I still can't determine where to put the line that separates him being from sarcastic or just being indifferent. Thankfully, we finally reached our destination and he stopped the car near the sidewalk. I thought about everything he has done for me today, and it's making me feel guilty just to send him home. And so I mustered all my courage to ask Jungkook, do you have plans for today? Jungkook thought about it for a moment before answering. No. Why? I just hope I will not regret this decision making his gaze. I invited Jungkook. Would you like to come with me? Do we continue? Everyone, how was this episode? Comment it down. Did you like it or not? How was it? Whatever your feelings, comment it down. See you again in the next episode. Till then, take care, say bye bye, bye, love you.